Hello friends, you can log on to primeaptacademy.com to access complete free video courses. So this is a DI question from CAT 1999 year paper. So the question says the figure below represents sales and net profit in rupees crores of IVP Limited for 5 years from 1994-95 to 1998-99. During this period, the sales increased from 100 crores to rupees 680 crore. Correspondingly, the net profit increased from 2.5 crore to 12 crore. Net profit is defined as the excess of sales over total cost. So I'll write the net profit over here. Net profit will be excess of sales over total cost. So that is basically sales minus cost. So total sales minus total cost is the net profit. Now if you look at the graph, it says this square, filled up square is sales and this diamond is net profit. So if I look 94-95, over here sales is 100 crore and net profit is 2.5 crore. That was stated also over here. If I take 95-96, sales over here is 250 crore, net profit is 4.5 crore and so on. Okay, so this is the graph that we know. Now we look at the questions based on this set. Question says the highest percentage of growth in sales relative to previous year occurred in. So highest percentage of growth in sales. So only sales we have to consider. So 95-96. So from 94-95 to 95-96, if I find the percentage in sales, growth in sales. So from 100 you have gone to 250. So you have increased it by, so let me write it over here in front of 95-96. You increased it by 150. And the base is 100. So 150 by 100 into 100 that will be. Okay, from 96-97, the sales went from 250 to 300. So increase is of 50 in sales and the base is 250. 97-98, actually it's a decrease. So we can actually even not consider this because it's not even an increase, it's a decrease. Sales is going from 300 to 290. And finally 98-99, sales have gone from 290 to 380. So that is, 290 to 680. That is 380. 380 is the rise divided by the base is 290. So now among them 50 upon 250 is definitely smaller than these two. Now if I just compare 150 upon 100 and 380 upon 290. If you look at it, 150 by 100 will be more than this. You can also do it quickly in the sense by even without finding the decimal values. Is 100 is the base here, it is 290 base there. If I multiply this by 2.9 and 2.9 at the top, so 150 into 2.9 will be close to 450 because 150 into 3 is 450. So 150 into 2.9 is somewhere near 450. So this number will be, the numerator will be somewhere near 450 divided by 290 and that is 380 by 290. So this will be definitely more than that. So the highest sales occurred, increased sale occurred in 95-96. So you went from 94-95 to 95-96. So it says relative to the previous year, the highest percentage. So it is 95-96. Okay. So highest percentage of sales relative to the previous occurred in this year. Okay. And that is 150 by 100 into 100. That much percentage. So that's the first question of the set. Now we'll look at the second question of the set. It says the highest percentage growth in net profit relative to previous year. So it is like the same. Now we are just looking at net profit. So for net profit over here, the net profit went from 2.5 to 4.5. Okay, so let me rub this off first of all, the sales one. Now we'll just write the net profit percentage change. So over here, the growth was from 2.5 to 4.5. So the growth is 2 and the base is 2.5. So 2 divided by 2.5. Then from 4.5 to 6. So that is 1.5 divided by base is 4.5. Then from 6 to 8.5. Again it is 2.5 at the top and 6 at the bottom. And from 8.5 to 12. 8.5 to 12 is 3.5 divided by 8.5. Now if you look at it over here, this is definitely lower than the others. This is also lower. If you look at it, 2 upon 2.5 has to be the highest over here. If you just compare the fractions. If you want to do that, what you can do is, you can multiply this by 3. If I multiply this by 3 and then multiply this by 3, it becomes 6 upon 7.5. Now if I compare these two, here the numerator is greater than 3.5, denominator is less than 8.5. So that means this is definitely greater than that. Alright. Now if I want to compare this 2 divided by 2.5 with 2.5 divided by 6, that also in this case the denominator is much larger than the numerator. The numerator is just slightly more, from 2 to 2.5, but the denominator has went from 2.5 to 6. So percentage change in denominator is much higher. Okay, so and this definitely goes away because this will definitely be very low than this. So 9596 is the answer to this question. So 9596 is answer option D here. Alright, so highest percentage growth in net profit to the previous year was achieved in 9596. Now we'll look at the next question. The next question says defining profitability as the ratio of net profit to sales. IVP Limited recorded the highest profitability in. So profitability is net profit to sales. Okay, that is profitability. Okay, so we have to find when was the profitability highest. So now I'll just now write the net profit upon sales over here for each of them. So net profit upon sales for this will be, net profit is what? 2.5, sales is 100. So it is 2.5 by 100. For here net profit by sales is 4.5 divided by 250. Here it is 6 divided by 300. Here it is 8.5 divided by 290. And finally here it is 12 divided by 680. Now if I want to compare each of them, what I'll do is I'll compare this with each of them because I have a base 100 here. So if I multiply this by 3 first, so I'm just comparing 2.5 by 100 and 6 by 300. If I multiply this by 3, 2.5 into 3 will be 7.5. So this is definitely greater than this. So 2.5 by 100, I can write it as, just explain again, it is 7.5 divided by 300. I've made the base 300. So if I'm comparing this 94, 95 and 96, 97, I've made the base same. The numerator is, when I say base, the denominator same. The numerator is greater in this case. So this is greater than that. So 96, 97 is ruled out for sure. Now we will compare 2.5 by 100 and 2.5 by 4.5 by 250. So if I multiply this by 2.5 at the top and the bottom, this becomes 250 in the denominator, and 2.5 into 2.5, that is 25 square we know is 625. So it is 6.25. So it becomes 6.25 upon 250. So that means this is also greater than this. So this is also ruled out. Now if I compare 2.5 by 100 and 12 by 680. So this 100 into 6.8. I'll do 100 into 6.8 at the bottom, and at the top I'll do 2.5 into 6.8 to get 680 in the denominator here. So here it is 680 here, and 2.5 into 6.8 if I do, it will definitely be more than 12. Why? Because 2 into 6 is 12. So if 2 into 6 is 12, 2.5 into 6.8 will definitely be greater than 12. So this over here will be a number greater than 12. Let's say x, which is greater than 12. So it is greater than 12. That means the numerator is higher and the denominator is 680 in both these cases. So that means this over here is also less than this. So this is also ruled out. Finally, we are just comparing 94, 95 and 97, 98. So if you do 100 into 2.9, 100 into 2.9, and then you will have to do 2.5 into 2.9. So if you do 2.5 into 3, we know that is 7.5. So that means 2.5 into 2.9 will be less than 7.5. Okay, and divided by 290. So a number less than 7.5 upon 290, and this is 8.5 upon 290. So that means this is bigger. If this is bigger, this is also ruled out now. So the highest comes out is 8.5 by 290, which is of the year 97-98. Okay, so 97-98, answer option B is correct here. Alright, finally we'll look at the last question of this set. So question says, with profitability as defined in question 137, which is this net profit upon sales, it can be concluded that Okay, so the option A says profitability is non-decreasing during the 5 years. So we know that profitability is not non-decreasing because it decreases also. From here it decreases. Okay, even from here it goes down. So this was the highest. What we computed was this was the first, this was the second, and we didn't computed these exactly positions for them, but this is definitely a decrease because you go from second to first also. Okay, and these ones for 95, 96, 96, 97 and 98, 99, they are even lower than this 94, 95. So there is a decrease, increase, decrease, that kind of thing is going on. Okay, so is this non-decreasing? No. Is it non-increasing again? That's also no, definitely, because it goes increase, decrease, increase, decrease. So it definitely increases. Over here it also definitely decreases sometimes. So it's not non-decreasing and non-increasing. Profitability remain constant? Definitely not. So answer D, none of the above is the correct answer. Alright, so this is all about the question on this set.